I'm going to show you how to remove this piece of glass on your storm door or screen door. Now let's get started, okay? There's pull tabs right here. Sliding tabs. There's spring-loaded tabs, and there's dozens of different types. So if this isn't your type and yours is different, just still kind of follow the same method, right? Now, maybe you want to clean it because the screen is on the other side. You can't get to the glass to clean it. Maybe you want to remove it or take it back for the winter or the summer. But you have to remove it because all it does now is slide. See? Which is great. But in my case, this is an older screen door, and you have these plastic tabs, these inserts, and you actually have to pull them out and remove them. Zoom out a little bit. In my case, I just want to clean it because it's bothering me. So I'm going to reach up here, feel around. Okay, so I actually have to open it all the way to expose, and then just pull them out without breaking them, and remember where they went. I've probably done a couple hundred of these because I have a window cleaning business, and I learned by doing this that it's all about patience and just believing that you can do it. So anyways, give it a tug, work your way up, work it out of the channel, and take these off. Now watch. Remember how they went. Okay, so look very closely, and I see that there's a tongue and groove. Okay, the groove side, the shallow groove, and the deep groove. The shallow groove goes to the back. The deep groove is where the window slides inside of. The deep groove is actually a track for the window. Okay. Now, look at this screen falling off. That's okay. One time I was in a customer's house cleaning a window. I took a storm window out like this because I do window cleaning for a living, and the screen just fell and bopped me on the head. It wasn't even a big deal. And a guy who works for me goes, "Look out!" He thought the piece of glass was falling and was going to smash on my head. And the customers jumped in the kitchen, and I was like, everything's okay. But you don't want the screen falling, right? Alright. So now we can take this out. Here's a part where you might need help. Or you might want to do it yourself. Alright, here we go. I got it out. Remember which way it went. I can feel the channel sliding off this piece of glass. The frame, because it's old. Now I'm going to clean it. And then if you don't want to learn a trick to cleaning it, then you can fast forward the video to me putting it back in. Alright. Okay, so I use squeegees, but for now this is just Windex and paper towel. So there's two sides to the paper towel, the wet side and the dry side. I learned this detailing cars for a living. I'm going around my edges, up and down, and left and right. My edge again. That wet side, now you flip it, just like if you're doing auto detailing, you put the wet side on your hand. So now the dry side, you go over it with the dry. And flip it around. Remember, this is the inside. Because if you don't take a minute to remember how everything went, it's gonna bite you. So now I'm gonna flip back around so the wet side is on the outside. And let's just say you're doing multiple pieces of glass. Here's a trick. When you're done, you can take your paper towel and just flip it, so now you have all brand new again. You flip the dirty and wet side to the inside, and now you can start from fresh again. Up, down, left, right, left, right. Flip it. Look at all that dirt. I'm gonna flip it. My dry side. I'm not very happy with that, so I'm gonna open this up, get one more use out of it. Because if I clean the whole window and then I put it all back and I see a little bit of dirt, it's gonna bother me. The main windows in your house are like your bay window, your front window, your back window, your kitchen window are your focal point windows, the windows that everybody looks at, right? So as long as you keep those ones clean, it's gonna increase the general cleanliness of from your house, right? If you want to clean screens, if they're really dusty and if you have asthma or anything like that, or anybody with breathing problems, you should definitely take it outside. You can just dry dust it. If you take a wet cloth, just know it's gonna take all the lint and dirt and roll it up, and it's gonna stick all in the screen. For this one isn't too bad. That's especially if you have cat hair or dog hair. But I understand this is a little damp. Just clean it. Yep. Then you take the edges like this, squeeze, rotate. If they're really dirty, you just do it twice. Look at that, just fell apart. If your screens fall apart, go on Google and look up screen repair shop near me. You can take these screens and get them all brand new, fixed, 12, 14, 18 bucks a piece, depending how big they are. You might want to do them all in your whole house. So I gotta put this together real quick. You can get a screen repair tool, Home Depot or any hardware store, with the whole kit, 12 bucks. Just gotta put this back in. Like I said, I have a window cleaning business, and we just wrapped up for the season. We actually have one job left, this big mansion. It's like 12,000 square feet. And they get a deal too. I charge them $964 to clean the windows inside and out, like 3 times, 4 times a year. It's crazy, right? Because who wants to do all this by themselves? Who has the time? Window cleaning is a luxury service. So when you find customers who have disposable income, they don't want to clean their own windows. This grain Again, you can fast forward the video if you need to. Good enough. All right. So like I said, just prepare yourself if you are going to do this. That could take you a half an hour to do one window, which you think, if it's your first time, I could probably do it real quick in like 8 minutes or something. Or less. But if it's your first time and you don't have a lot of time, you might just know it's going to take a minute. Flip this back around. So this was my bottom. So you put the screen back in first, then you put the piece of glass back in, slide it all the way down, put it in the right position. I remember the tabs, the spring-loaded tabs were facing me. The springs are sticking out, so I have to pull the tabs to get it to slide into the groove. All right, so I got it all the way back down in the groove. So now I can put the weather stripping, the locking channels back in. So I know super tall ones go on the sides. The big groove is where the window slides. The small groove faces that way. Now, when you're doing this part, depending on your personality type, if you don't get it right away, you have to just stay calm and keep trying. Come on, my cat. Stay calm and just keep trying, because the smallest little adjustment could be the difference that makes it go on. And sometimes you have to, it's called like almost like abusive care, or you have to be aggressive with things like this, but not to the point of breaking it. Does it make sense? So this tongue, or this piece sticking, there's a piece sticking out that has to wedge it behind because it has the seat in the side of a groove with pressure and pop and clip into place. Right? That's how it stays. Obviously. I wish I could show you more of a close-up. See, I'm already like questioning myself whether I got it right or wrong, and I'm getting frustrated, which is normal. Because then I've done this 5 times with the same window, and every time you're like, anyways, give me a second. Yeah, that's the groove right there. There you go. All right, now this side. We've done these window cleaning jobs. Can you see me? We've done these window cleaning jobs in my business where we would spend 2 hours cleaning all of the windows in the entire house and then spend an entire hour just putting one stubborn screen back on one window. Think about that. So a 2-hour job turns into a 3-hour job just because you can't get one screen back. There you go. I had this in backwards. So the double tongue channel goes against the backside and the single tongue goes towards the front. You can't even see me because it's so dark, because it's so bright in there. Took a lot of strength. There you go. You gotta really make sure it's locked in and clicked in. Voila. There you have it.